I wanted to read actually a poem that's not mine for the first one. It's by Al Purdy, who is one of my favorite poets. My mom introduced me to him. And just kind of speaking about poetry in general, why it's so awesome, I think it's one of those things that just really allows you to settle into a shared experience. You know, like life is just all about sharing experiences and making new connections, and there's no better way to do that than with poetry. It's like, you know, you could have a particular feeling and there's no word or even sentence that exists to express it, but you know, a poem like 3 pages long might just nail it, and then you get to share that with someone else, and then it adds to their world and their experience. So this poem kind of speaks to that a little bit, by Al Purdy. It's called At Evergreen Cemetery. The still gray face and withered body, without resistance, winter enters in, as if she were a stone or a fallen tree, her temperature the same as the landscape's. How she would have complained about that, the indignity of finally being without heat, an insult from the particular god she believed in, and worse than the fall that actually killed her. Now, a thought flies into the cemetery from Vancouver, another from Edmonton, and fade in the January day like fireflies. I suppose relatives are a little slower getting the evening meal because of that, and perhaps late for the next day's appointments, the tight schedule of seconds unturned, everything set back a little ahead, the junctures of time moving and still, settling finally into a new pattern, by which lovers, hurrying towards each other on street corners, do not fail to meet, myself having the sense of something going on without my knowledge, changes taking place that I should be concerned with, sit motionless in the black car behind the hearse. Thank you. A short piece I wrote a couple years ago when I was dealing with an eating disorder. It's called Homewrecker. Vomit scatters across the tiles of your home. Like crystalline shards, beads of liquid dance and spin. Diamonds hard and encrusted now to these marble tiles, dancing barefoot on crystal shards, and blood oozes thick like the spilt oil. It lines the cracks and fills the spaces. Makeup runs, melted by the acid rain that falls that evening, and tears burn. They sear the face and the marble tiles of your home. Golden locks are spun into straw in order to insulate the walls of your home. She's hot because the oil has gone up in flame and the straw has ignited. Sitting in a rocking chair, in flame and acid rain, thoughts lilt forward and the ceiling rolls backwards. The chair burns and the walls collapse. A body lies face down in the rubble, sucking oil from diamonds and chipping teeth to jagged points. Smile now, for this is your home, and this is your body. And thank you. To end on a lighter note, because that was rough. This one, I wrote this one for my sister, and really it's for anyone who's going through a transition point in their life and they feel like, you know, this is, oh my God, like the moments before me and I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I have to make the right choice. So this was when she was going from high school to university, but really can apply to so many different situations. Here we go. My friend, life is not one color. Today the skies may be blue, but tomorrow they may be as green and anew as the sprouts in our garden. Let the rains wash over you, and let the dirt cling to your nails. Let the tides pull you in and the sands guide your steps. Let the sun and the moon and the stars be your hopes and your dreams, and let the rainbows remind you that there is more to light than there seems. You will age with grace as the leaves fall and smiles crinkle your face, and you will grow tall as the roots sink and your eyes see it all. There is no one way, free way, be way. Every day is a new day. There is no foresee way. My friend, life is not one color. It is not one thought, one place, one time. It is before you as it has always been, and this is not the beginning, and it's not the end. This is your feet planted firmly in the ground, as they have always been. This is your spectrum, and this is your dawn, by which the rest remains to be seen. Thank you.